Good morning, Bob Dalton coming to you from Allendale here in McHenry, Illinois, bringing you your morning coffee for Thursday, March 3rd, 2011. News this morning, we do have some happenings across the globe here as to be expected. There was a mediation proposal for Libya. We'll see what comes of that. We know Gaddafi is not one to budge right now, at least the way he's professing his desire to stay in power in Libya, and he's doing that by continuing to attack with military force those who protest against him. We'll see what comes of the mediation process that they're trying to put in place out there in Libya. News from Argentina this morning out in Rosario. You have the dock workers striking. They've cut access to 2 export terminals out there right now, and they're also cutting access off to crushing plants. So hopefully we can get that taken care of soon for them. But look for excitement in the soybeans due to that news. If they're unable to crush and export grain, that's going to bring more interest back into the U.S. soybean crop, which is tightening up as we speak. So look for excitement in soybeans today off of that news early. Out in Russia, they are considering extending the export ban on grains until the end of the year. Now, right now, they are slated to come off of that ban July 1st. We have heard over the last couple of weeks that they would start exporting grain in February. We haven't heard much of that, and we're sitting in March now. As far as them exporting anything, haven't heard any of it. They're, again, now slated to start exporting on July 1st, and there is talk now that they may extend that ban until the end of the year. So stay tuned. Typically when Russia comes out and says one thing, a couple days later somebody else in their ag ministry will come out and say something else. We have heard quite a bit of lip service, but so far they've stayed true to their word and have not been exporting any grain, and we'll see what happens as time ticks by here with Russia. Yesterday in the cattle trade, we did see $2 better cash trade out in the plains. 112, 113, up to 115 in some areas. I'm heard the bids were coming in at. The numbers that I heard that were actually traded were 113 Texas and Kansas. So we're watching the cattle in the electronic overnight trade here strengthen up, both feeders and fats. As far as the grains are concerned, right now you have crude down over $1. The dollar's down about 20 points, and the grains overnight in the old crop contracts were higher. New crop slightly lower for corn and beans. We do have calls this morning: 1 to 3 better in corn, 1 to 3 better in the beans, and 3 to 5 better in the wheat. We had export numbers come out this morning. They were neutral on the corn. 1.202 was the number that we exported last week. 1.250 was the high end of expectations. You have soybeans that are slightly friendly. We exported 645,000 metric tons of soybeans. 500,000 was the high end of estimate, and the wheat number was slightly bearish. Actually, we came in quite bearish. The trade range estimates were between 700 and 1.35 million tons. We ended up exporting 651,000. So not out of the ordinary for wheat. We have had sluggish exports in the wheat as this market has rallied. I wouldn't put too much weight on the export numbers this morning. Look for news coming out of Libya. Yesterday we saw the grains break hard after reports came in that there was in fact fighting amongst the government and the protesters, and actually the government bombed a town that has an oil refinery in it to try to set back the protesters a little bit. That forced a lot of your speculators out of the grain market and into the energies immediately, and that's where we saw significant pullbacks in the grains. But they were supported on the pullback and actually finished much stronger than we'd seen them trading when that news did break. So keep an eye on that. The energies are the prime focus right now. We do have some trades out there in the energy markets. If you have interest in trading energies, give us a call. We'd be more than happy to tell you what we're doing. Also, we are still conducting marketing meetings here for grain protection, protecting profits on the levels that we currently have. 800-262-7538 is the number we can be reached at, or you can find us on the web, www.allendale-inc.com. And if you go to the website, be sure to take part in the acreage survey, which we are currently conducting. That'll be going on until next Friday. So again, if you have any questions, give us a call here. Otherwise, good luck trading today, and we'll talk to you again really soon.